Welcome to Painting with Tony. We're going to be painting a landscape with an American flag in the sky. No fears, because I believe everyone can make art. This video will show you how to do this one step at a time. You're going to need some supplies. You'll need a palette. I use a styrofoam plate, a paper towel, a cup of water, your brushes, your paints, and your canvas. Let's go ahead and get started. You're going to have four colors that we're going to use. We've got a blue, white, red, and black. We'll be using a large flat brush. We'll call it our Papa brush. And then we'll be using a small round brush called the baby brush. You might need the other two brushes, and you're welcome to use them if you want to. But primarily we're going to use that Papa and the baby brush. All right, so here we go. I'm going to start out on our palette. I picked my styrofoam plate. I'm going to put some blue. Some blue on my palette. Some blue on there. And then I'm going to darken that up by adding just a little bit of black to it. Black is very powerful, so you really only need a small amount. I've dipped just the smallest amount in there. And stir that together. You're welcome to mix this on canvas if you want to, by putting the blue straight on and then put some black on top. But that can be a bit dangerous if you're not careful. A little darker, a little more black. Okay. I'm going to apply that black, blue to the sky, right to the top of my canvas. Okay, try and make it even. I'm working my brush strokes side to side. It tends to make for a better, more sky look. You're welcome to put it on any which way you want. Okay, when we get, I'd say about the top quarter on, I'm going to stop. And I'm going to kind of big, long brush strokes all the way across, left to right, right to left. Kind of even that out a little bit. Doesn't have to be perfect. We are putting paint on top of this, but it's kind of nice so it dries a little more even. Oop, brush slipped right out of my hand. That's okay. All right, so now I'm going to take that same blue I had, and this time I'm going to go just straight blue. Just a little bit. Okay, so nice good glob of blue went on, made this band of blue. And then I'm going to take that and I'm going to fade up a little bit into that dark, bring the dark down. That sort of evenly transition from the dark to the light. This actually has a fancy name called gradation, where it goes from dark and it's going to get lighter. And we're going to add white underneath this. So it's going to get even lighter underneath. Okay. A little more blue, just a little another glob of blue. That little boo-boo is gone now. thin. It's going to dry faster if it's thinner. Okay, then I'm going to take my blue. I'm going to put it on my palette. And I'm going to add some white to it. Just one good dab of white. Now, white isn't nearly as powerful as black, but it'll still change things. So I'm going to mixing that together. You can see that difference. So then I'm going to put that on. The one thing that white has that's different than all the other kinds of paint is it's more often than not, it's opaque. So when you put it on, it will cover up any mistakes that you may have made. Okay. Get that band of light blue. Then I'm going to grab just my white and I'm going to smear that on. It's going to get lighter as they come down. So I'm just grabbing straight white. Keeping the brush dirty with the blue because I want that blue to transition with the white. Our goal ultimately is to reach that bottom quarter. What's wonderful about painting is you can always change it after the fact. Oh, I messed up. It's ruined. It's not ruined. You just got to let it dry and then you can go over it. So if you mess it up, it's okay. Okay. I think I'm going to grab a little bit more of that light blue that I had. I'm going to go over some of the white. If you don't want to do that, if you like the way you have it, you can leave it. Definitely want it to look like it's fading dark to light as it comes down. Okay, once we have it at a point that we are comfortable with, we're going to add a black band down here at the bottom. Okay, so before we put that black band on, we're going to want to wash out our brush. A little cup of water, wash out the brush. And then I'm going to wipe it off on my paper towel so that water's not diluting the paint. Okay, so I get my black. And for this moment, we're just going to have a line. It doesn't have to be perfect. We definitely want an idea of where we're going to stop because everything above it is going to be sky. Again, we want to make sure this paint is as evenly spread out as possible. Heavy spots take longer to dry. All right, now we're going to work in the sky next. If we have to stop and let the paint dry, then just take a break, maybe go get a cup of coffee, and you can come right. All right, so the sky is dry, and we are going to add some stars in the upper left-hand side. We're going to use that small round brush, that baby brush. And I'm going to put some paint on there, but then I'm going to wipe it off. Try and get my brush to be as pointy as possible. And the idea is we're just dabbing, just touching the tip. Some more paint. No more paint. You can have as many stars as you want up here. Depending on how big you want, how far you want those stripes to come over, will kind of tell you where you're going to stop on your stars. Okay. All right, I think that's going to work for me. Okay, rinse that brush out. Then I'll get my Papa brush again. I want to make sure it's really clean, because it had black in it, so now we're going to put white in it, so we don't want any black paint in there anymore. We'll really clean this up extra good. Okay, so I've got my white, dip in there. You want to be fairly straight, but it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. Then we're going to do another one. Leave a little space, drip, but that's okay. Use that one in the next stripe. A little trick I've learned, if I want to get my paint to be a little more even, is if you lay the brush almost parallel, flat with the canvas, the paint will come off the brush just a little more even. If you like that streaky edginess of it, then you want the brush to be perpendicular to the canvas, basically standing up off the canvas. Okay. Another space. Notice I'm not aiming to make perfectly straight lines. If you want those, you're welcome to have them, but I would use a ruler or some painter's tape to make sure those edges are nice and crisp. I think I can get one more down here at the bottom. It's very subtle. That white on white. Very subtle. All right. Wash that brush out again. And now I'm going to go for the red. Now I will tell you that I got some clean water because I already had that black and then trying to add the white into it. So I got some clean water. Now my brush is nice and clean. I'm going to grab my red and smear some red in the sky. White is still wet, so if you touch the red to the white, you will get pink. There, I got pink a little bit. If you're not wanting that, you might want to wait for the white to dry. Okay. I'm not looking for a perfect white touching red. You can see there's a little bit of blue in between. One last one down here at the bottom. Okay. Clean the brush. And I'm going to go for that baby brush again with my black. I'm going to make some trees down here at the bottom. Okay. Best way to make the trees is start by drawing a line. Just a vertical line where you want the tree to be. And they don't all have to be the same height. So I'm going to draw a few of them. You can make them really tall. You can space them out. This is just kind of giving you an idea of where they're going to be. Little guys here. Okay, and then to make the branches, start by making an X, and then I'm going to just fan left and right with my black, getting a little wider and a little wider. It does not have to be perfect. Okay. I'm going to do that again. I'm going to zoom the camera in a little bit so you see it up close. Hopefully it'll stay in focus. Okay. So I'm going to start by making a little X. And then I'm going to fan left and right, and left and right. You can do this with a flat brush as well. The baby brush gives you just a little bit more control. The sun's changing on us. The lighting is a little different. You can leave some of the trunk showing, or you can have the trunk or the branches go all the way to the bottom. It's totally up to you. So now a little X. Squiggles left and right. If you leave a little bit of space every now and again, and you'll be able to see some of that sky through the trees. X and some squiggles. X and squiggles.
What's nice about this particular group here is that it looks like they're overlapping each other, touching each other. So it's kind of cool. Family of trees. We'll put another one here. X and some more squiggles. Definitely want to get a little wider as you come down toward the ground. Another tree right here. Just a couple more trees. My last tree. All right. And that is our landscape. There is one last extremely important thing that we have to do before our painting is done, and that is to sign the name. I tend to put my initials. You're welcome to do that, or you can do your full name. All right. Thank you for watching. Thank you for painting with me. I would love to see an image of yours, so if you want, you can take a picture of it and add it in the comments. I can't wait to see what you've got done. God bless you.